The house, you may have many doors, many windows, and every day you may have many kids, sometimes few kids, sometimes many kids. In your body you have how many doors? Your body how many doors? 5 doors. Some people say 5 doors, some people say 6 doors. Which one is correct? Which one correct? Somebody say 5 doors, somebody say 6 doors. You have 6 doors in your body. 6 doors yourself got 6 doors. And every day many guests. Some guests you like, some guests you don't like. Some guests after your guests come to visit you, after the guests went back, you blame. Some guests after they went back, then you praise. This guest very nice. This guy very nice. But this sometimes you say, this guy very bad character. It's true or not true? So many times in our life, we have many guests. When the guests come to visit our house, same to every day. Many guests come to our doors. The guests come to the eye doors. The eye door, sometimes guests come to the ear door. Sometimes the guests come to the nose door. Sometimes guests come to the tongue door. Sometimes guests come to the body door. Sometimes guests come to the mind door. It's 6 doors. And if we not protect our doors, we always full of praise and blame. Happy, unhappy, up and down, and cannot get the real happiness because we never understand our door. This is very important. We must come to learn and understand and guard our doors. We everyone, you are your own doorkeeper. And when you already protect or keep your doors well, happiness or unhappiness going to arise, then you know yourself. If you not try to learn about the doors in yourself, then you always blame or praise the guests that come to your doors. Sometimes you blame people, sometimes praise people, but you forget yourself. I see many people in daily life. Some of them always talk about the others, never talk about themselves, never talk about the guests that come to the door in themselves. But some of them talk about the things that they have done every day. Never talk about the life, never talk about the life door. Everywhere when I give talk, I try to give a talk on these things. Because I see the advantage and benefit. I see the benefit of the doorkeeper. If we not understand how to keep the door well, then we waste time every day, day by day, night by night. Waste a lot of time. When we waste a lot of time, then we complain, who can help us? Many people approach me and complain about their family, complain about friends, complain about many people that they involved with. That because people never understand the door of life. If we come to learn about the door of life, we never complain about those things. Nothing to be complained. Because all the things are flowing, follow the nature. Naturally flowing all the time. Even all of us now sitting here, even myself sitting here and speaking here, also I am flowing, follow the nature. The nature of speaking, the nature of the body that is sitting, and your body, the nature of the body that are sitting. All these things are the nature. We come to learn about the nature in the door. You guard your door by the very important virtue that you can have. You should learn more to understand and to penetrate in your life door. When come to this point, I want to ask you, how do you protect your door? How do you keep your door? Anybody, please reply. Answer, please. The mind observe. When the mind comes to observe, how do you call that mind? That's right. Mindfulness, yes, thank you very much. Mindfulness is very important. How many people put mindfulness at your door? You put your mindfulness at the door. If you have many doors, you need the doorkeeper, and you put the doorkeeper at the door. Then we learn how to put the mindfulness properly at the doors, the sense doors. Sometimes the things arise in the mind with our awareness. When the things already passed, but your mind still have and disturb your own. You disturb your own life. Who disturb you? You yourself disturb you. Nobody disturb you. You yourself put poison for yourself. Put poison for yourself. How to keep the life peaceful and happiness and get happy life? Without mindfulness, we cannot have the real happiness and cannot protect the doors well. Since last month, I came give talk. Every time I give talk about the doors, related with the door. Since last month until now, how many people get angry? And how many times? How many times you get angry with people since last month until now? One time get angry, 2 times angry, or don't know how many times? 3 times. Huh? How many times get angry with people? Sometimes get angry at rain, the raining untimely. People can get angry at rain or the nature. Sometimes get angry with people. Okay, maybe you cannot recognize, cannot remember how many times you get angry at the people since last month until now. And this morning, how many times you get angry? But I think today, very few minutes get angry, because most of the time you did the very good things. Nobody come to disturb. Nobody come to irritate the dog. All of the time you do the good thing. Then when you do the good things, it accumulated in your mind. But when people come to irritate, you must be careful. People may understand that they don't have any anger anymore in their mind. As long as they don't have any people, anything come to irritate the mind. If we observe the mind and open the mind, any people or anything come to irritate, come to interrupt. And then we protect our mind, protect our door. Be careful, always careful at the contact. How to protect, how to observe, how to use the mindfulness. Whatever you are going to do, sometimes you have to do things through your eye. Sometimes you have to do things through your ear. Sometimes you have to do things through your nose. Sometimes you have to do things through your tongue. Sometimes you have to do things through your body. Sometimes you have to do things through your mind. You have to do things through your eye, how to do. You know yourself now, wherever I'm going, and where do I go. And then your eye going to contact with something, with some people. If we are not aware of the things that arise in the eye contact, now in this moment your eye, the function of the eye, look at one monk that is speaking, and then you from your eye come to the mind. You cross eye, you see the monk that is speaking. And not only your eye, you also use your ear, the ear contact. Suppose I am sitting here, I'm call you, I call you, as I call you. Then when you open eye, you hate me. Or when you hear the sound that I call you, even you close eye, you feel irritated. You feel irritating in your mind. That because the different sound, the different things that come into contact in the eye and the ear. When you try to observe, you try to aware of eye that you are going to use. You try to observe the ear that you are going to use. This means to be mindful in every moment of the sense organ or the sense door. Whatever you are going to do, sometimes you have to use your eye to see things. Then you must be careful your mind. Come to the eye and come to the mind. And then when come to the ear, so come to the mind. Must be careful about the things, this thing arise. This thing, that thing already arisen and pass. But we still keep in the mind. Always attach the things that come to the eye and ear, or sometimes come to the nose. You smell something, the things already passed, but you don't allow it to pass. You still keep in the mind. Many times people always talk about the thing in future, not come yet. Sometimes talk about the thing in what already passed. Because we lost mindfulness at the present moment. The mindfulness in the present moment is very important, the most important. Whatever we do, through our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body. Sometimes body or tongue, you contact with taste that you are eating. Must be careful about the taste that come to contact with the tongue. And then when come to the tongue and then come to the mind, disturb in your mind. Disturb or make the mind happy or make the mind unhappy. We must know whatever arises in the mind at a moment of contact and take root in the contact point. If the things come to the eye, take root in the eye. If the things come to the ear, take root in the ear, the first thing, the first moment. And if the thing come to the nose, the first moment, take root in the nose. And if the things come to the tongue, at first moment, take root in the tongue. And from bodily contact, first moment, take root in the bodily contact. And then all five sense organs come to converge on the mind. But sometimes we sit quietly or sit in the dark room. Don't have another five sense organ. Don't have another five sense contact. Only the mind. You sit in the dark room, cannot see anything. Sometimes very quiet, cannot hear anything. But your mind never quiet. The mind always wanders here and there a lot. Even in the dark room, already off the light, cannot sleep. How many people cannot sleep? This one, she confessed herself cannot sleep. Anybody want to confess that you cannot sleep? Only one cannot sleep. Oh, the rest, very nice. Huh? Very nice sleeping. Huh? We observe ourselves, why we cannot sleep? Why we cannot sleep? Because when you're lying down, when you start to lie down and we start to try to sleep, try to think, the mind try to think, never stop. Here and there, sometimes raise up, sit again. Then you hold your head. How many people like this? How many times? I want to take Panadol. I want to take some medicine to reduce anxiety, to get sleep well. If you learn to develop mindfulness, this thing not happen. This thing never happen. This is very important, mindfulness, to protect the door. For the young people, you should learn more and more mindfulness. Prepare yourself before you get old. for their own people, when they were young, they never learn how to develop mindfulness. Then when they get older, a lot of things, a lot of activities, a lot of responsibilities, then attempt to attach in your mind, like the leash attached in the mind, cannot take off. This thing come to the mind, this thing come to the mind. Sometimes the things involved with people, sometimes the thing involved with the environment around the body. Sometimes the things depends on the function in daily life, depends on responsibilities. But we must understand that all person that we involve with, we never involve it all the time. Suppose for the old lady, the auntie or uncle, many people always say that I must take care of my grandchildren. How can I sleep well? I always involved with them. You must understand that you never take care of them all the time, 24 hours a day. Never like that. Some people may say that I am businessman, I cannot develop mindfulness, not enough time to protect the doors, the sense door. You are the big person in the office, or you are boss in the office, but you never involved with the things all the time, 24 hours. You must separate the time. This time I work, this time I rest, this time I involved with my duty, this time involved with my function, this time involved with my grandson, granddaughters, grandchildren. When you stop all things, you must stop in the mind and soul, not stop only the body. When all things already finished, that is your good opportunity to prepare your mind to meet the other functions for another time. For example, tomorrow you go to work, and now I remind you to prepare yourself. Tomorrow morning you go to work. When you are working, you think about your work, how to plan, how to do things properly, how to do things that is not bring unhappiness, not come to irritate afterwards. When you plan properly, then before you work, you prepare your mind by observe yourself. When you're lying down tonight, how to prepare yourself? Control your mind not to go out from the body. You shake up, shake, from the head to the toe. You loudly lie down, but you cannot sleep. You shake the whole part of the body. Avoid thinking. Any ideas, any thinkings arise, any thoughts arise, you know about the thoughts, and then you check the feeling in your body. You may start by observe the breath in and out, in and out. Sometimes you get angry with people, you cannot sleep. Get angry with your children, grandchildren, get angry husband, wife, get angry with friends, girlfriends, boyfriend. Sometimes you very worry, many things. When you are going to rest, these things still work in your mind. Then irritate you, cannot sleep. You must radiate loving kindness. Even you radiate loving kindness, you also need mindfulness. To radiate loving kindness mindfully, and slowly and thoughtfully. You do by this way on all the time. At night time or morning time, before you go to work, you prepare yourself. Before you come here, or when you first come here, you prepare the place. You prepare the place that many people can sit properly and can sit more convenient. You prepare the place that you are going to do something. It's also the same. To be, before you do anything, you prepare your mind. When we prepare the place to do the things properly, we must think of the internal state, that is the mind, that you are going to use it. Prepare the mind to meet with the situation, to meet the things that are going to happen. If we not prepare the mind, only prepare the place, never prepare the mind, how can we prepare our mind to meet the things? When the things arise, then we cannot stand. We can always complain and unhappiness arise because we never prepare before. To prepare the mind, that we must be aware of the things. Whatever I am going to meet, the eye going to meet, the ear going to meet, that means the sound, what sound going to come. Voice of people or any sound that come, we must not feel irritating in the mind. Sometimes you sit many people together. People come to contact your body. You feel it's very clear this person come to irritate me. You get angry. Last time one people approached me, then told me that people sit nearby, always move the body, come to contact my body, and irritate, feel irritated. I get angry many times. I think this thing can happen. If you sit many people together, sometimes you come to contact your body, then irritate you. When irritates you, you get angry. If you sit many people together, you must be careful. Even you try to purify the mind, listen to Dhamma talk, prepare many things to listen to Dhamma talk, but cannot purify the mind, get angry all the time. And for people who sit together, you must be careful. Whatever we do not contact other people. For those who other people come to contact, you must not get angry. When you sit, maybe you practice meditation, you see your mind, you see the feeling, but the very important thing, in the present moment, they will come to this step, you already forget. Even you try very hard, but you already forget, already get angry, already lost mindfulness. Don't talk about the thing, talk about the present moment. This thing can happen anytime. In office, sometimes very serious. Work very hard. When people not understand. When people not understand, then very unhappy. Sometimes some people approach me, why I don't have people love me. We don't care about such things. We try to radiate loving kindness to others. We must not care whether people love me or not. Grandchildren, son or daughters, they not love you, you don't worry. Your friend don't love you, you don't worry. Do not worry. But you yourself always radiate loving kindness and do good to others. This also the importance of the sense door that protected by mindfulness. This is the importance of the mindfulness that you come to protect your sense door. And then when you try to do this way, when you try to observe yourself more and more every day, you try to do every day and every time, then you check yourself. This morning, how many times I get angry? How many times I want something, but the thing that I want cannot come. I cannot get the thing that I want. How many times? You try to do every day and every time. Then you check yourself. This morning, how many times I get angry? How many times I want something, but the thing that I want cannot come. I cannot get the thing that I want. How many times? Then irritate in your mind. The thing that I don't want, but it's come. Then you feel unhappy. How many times in daily life, the thing that you don't want, they come. The thing you want so much, but they never come. Sometimes you want to see the people you love, but she or he never come, they never come. The people you don't like, they come. You feel very sad. Very sad. You feel disappointed in your mind. Then when this thing arises, sometimes you wait for someone. Wait. How long now? 15 minutes, 30 minutes. She or he or they never come. I wait quite long time. Now, this unhappiness arises. Take care of your mind. The things I have done quite long time never succeed. How can I get this thing finished? You do the things properly, and you must never worry. You try to do your best, everything that you have to do. You must do the things properly. Then this time when you prepare your mind by this way, you never get unhappiness. This because you already develop the mindfulness all the time. The thing that you want, come or don't come, don't worry. You do your best. You try your best. The thing you don't want, come or don't come, never mind. You don't do it because want or don't want. The cause of happy and unhappy. The cause of happiness or unhappiness because of the mindfulness that come to know the attachment in the mind that arises in any time. If we observe this state of the mind, and then we can be more mindful and careful whatever going to arise. If you try to observe by this way, then your mind is calm down. It's calm down. Sometimes when you are working in office or in your house, you sell things. When you sell things, people bargain many times, you get angry. How many people sell things at your own shop? When people bargain many times, get angry. Sometimes you buy things, you try to bargain, you cannot bargain, you get angry. How many times? Maybe morning you went to market, you bargain the things, but you cannot bargain, you get angry. You can see that anger, very important, can arise any time. You avoid this way, come by this way. You avoid this way, come by this way. See, the unwanted guest always try to come to disturb you. You must prepare yourself. Be careful. Be careful on these things. These things are the real thing that happen in daily life every day. If you're not aware of these things, then when you finish all things and go to sleep, You cannot sleep. When you wake up, you feel very tiring because you not sleep well. The thing already passed, but you come to converse with your friend, discuss with your friend about the thing, this thing I don't like, this thing I like, talk many things. You cannot rest your mind properly. You cannot rest your mind properly, then it is the cause of the sickness in the stomach, sickness in the nerve system and digestion system, blood system. All these systems worse because your emotion, your mind. If you practice mindfulness to protect the sense door every day, then you can kill sickness. Many people ask me to kill their sickness. I don't have certificate to cure people. I never have certificate to cure people. But people ask me to cure them. I don't want to against the law. It's true or not true? But the very important thing that the doctor who have certificate to cure people, they don't understand. I have the thing that I learned from the highest doctor, that is the Buddha. So when you come to ask me, approach me, the only thing that I always suggest to improve mindfulness, to reduce sickness in the body, at first to reduce sickness in the mind, mental sickness, and then physical sickness. The more mental sickness, arise more bodily sickness or physical sickness. If your mind very happy, your mind is peace and calm, whatever arises to your body, you never care. You don't worry. You're always happy. And whatever sickness you have in your body, reduce very fast. You reduce very fast. This also is the way to suggest your friends, your relatives, to develop mindfulness, to reduce the mental sickness. When reduce mental sickness, then he or she can reduce bodily sickness. You see, it's very important in mindfulness. And many times, the Buddha suggests monks or lay people to develop the mindfulness at the sixth sense door. Develop mindfulness at sixth sense door. To be mindful at whatever you are looking. To be mindful at your ear, at whatever you are hearing. To be mindful in whatever you are tasting. To be mindful in whatever you are smelling. To be mindful in whatever you are touching. To be mindful in whatever you are knowing. Yeah, the six things, six sense doors, very important. And when you develop mindfulness by this way, investigate the thing that come to the mind and the eye contact. Investigate the thing that come to the eye. Investigate the thing that come to the ear. Investigate things that come to the nose. Investigate things that come to the tongue. Investigate things that come to the bodily contact. Investigate things that you are knowing at a moment. The thing that not proper, then you remove, don't carry it. The thing that is more important for your life, the thing that is more important to develop the wholesome state in the mind, then you maintain it in the mind. If the thing that's not important for your life, not important to maintain the virtue in the mind, or cannot maintain the virtue in your mind, cannot raise up the virtue in your mind, then you remove. Not bring in your mind After investigate and then you throw something, you throw away. Something you take. Something you reduce. Even the good things, but if you overtake, very dangerous. For example, you take very good food. You like to take good food, but even the good food you take too much, then become dangerous in your stomach. Sometimes you want to see, you have the television, you have to watch television, but you take long time to see the television. They also come to harm yourself, spoils the nerve system. You must know the moderation to do things properly. This is why the Buddha suggests something after you see and you investigate. After you hear and you investigate. After you smell and you investigate. After you taste and you investigate. After you contact and you investigate. After you know and you investigate. Something you maintain in your mind. Come to maintain it. Keep it. Sometimes you reduce the things. Sometimes you take away from the thing. You must not keep in your mind. Sometimes you must throw away the thing. Sometimes you wait time. You wait time. Now is not proper time to take this thing. For example, now person gave me this water to drink. But I understand now is not proper time to drink. I wait until finish talking. I cannot drink now. If I drink now, it's not good manner to drink. While talking, I should not drink. Wait until finish talking. Same to you, anything happen to you. Now wait time until this thing in present moment finish, I can do this thing. You do the thing properly. Which one should be first? Which one should be the second, the third? You do mindfulness by this way, then you do things properly to develop the mindfulness. You can see that the mindfulness is very important. On this thing, I explain not only for meditators, even for those who never practice meditation, you need to develop the mindfulness to protect your sense doors, to protect your cell door. And if people not understand the importance of the mindfulness, if you think that mindfulness not important for me, no need to get mindfulness, that you are going to harm yourself. When you try to develop mindfulness, and then you already come to understand yourself. When you come to understand yourself, through developing the mindfulness, you already come to practice meditation. You see the step by step, from the normal sense to the meditator's sense, different levels of the mind. First step, second step, third step, fourth step, fifth step. When you develop by this way, every day, whatever arises, then you are aware of it. You can sleep anytime, very peace. Our friend invited me to keep talk. I did not prepare to talk. But when I lying down, this thing very important. Whatever I experience that is happy in life, I must extend this thing to people. Whatever I understand that give me happy life, give me happy feeling, not attached in the thing that surround the body. This thing every people can do, not beyond your ability. Then you can try to do whatever happy feeling that I have, you can have. I never get stingy. Keep this happiness only for me. I give this happiness to all every people here. Everyone here I give to you. Please give me your hand to get the happiness. Give your hand to get the happiness. Yes, very nice. The happiness I give you. Happiness I give you, you not only give me your hand, but you give your smiling. Or you smile to me. That because you're happy. Now you understand how to get happy feeling. Okay. You try to do this thing every day. Do not forget. Do not forget. The purpose of talk this evening, this afternoon, to encourage you to get the right happiness. To get the right happiness. Just now you already smile. Understand that you understand how to get the right happiness. From my own experience, then I explain to all of you here how to get the right happiness. I also very happy when I see you understand and then you smile. Very happy. When you understand how to get the right happiness, then I can stop talking. Please come to this process, this talk successfully because you understand. But you must not forget to do every day. If you forget the way of happiness for yourself. Then you bring back unhappiness again. Just ask for this request. Sorry, this question. Is it question? No, request. Oh, yes. Time to stop talk. Then for those who want to take the 5 passages, okay, it's time to prepare. To smoke, okay. Thank you for everyone, and may you all be healthy, well, and happy all your life. And for those who are going to travel to Sonmo, may your trip, whatever purpose for your trip, may all the people who travel be getting the successfully. Whatever you want for the higher state in the mind, may all things successful. Okay. Finish talking, now it's proper time to ring.